welcome back. Um, I don't know if you can see. You can definitely see. I have pimples. Ignore them. Everyone gets pimples. It's part of life. I tried to cover them up, and then I thought, why? Why? Anyway, let's just start. Okay, I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. My throat is still really sore, by the way. So, it's a concern of mine as well. You see? See what I mean? It's still sore. But the show must go on. Okay, that's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Me neither. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing? What are we doing? Like gymnastics? No. No. Probably just gonna be our poems, right? Probably. Performing. But, Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Oh, Lord. This is not gonna go well. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Okay, I think it is fun, but it's also like, I don't know, people aren't gonna like that. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Oh, it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuke. I could never in my life do something like that. Literally same. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuke and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. So I'll have to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I really need some tea. My throat is so bad. Oh my god. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And takes if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuke and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuke doesn't have any arguments left. Ooh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuke. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly, I can't say that word. Dejectedly, oh, I just did. Glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ah, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each one of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Fair. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. My dehumidifier's on again, by the way. The title is this poem that I was reading there. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. And Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation? Oh, recitation? Recitation? We're going with that. That sounds more, The four of us applaud. Is it? Oh, right, yeah. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh. Ooh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, as she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds up the poem close to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. So she said last time. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Keep your nose. Even Alyssa liked it. Of course I liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? That's okay? Don't make me go before Alyssa. So like I can compare to you guys anyway. I have had it up to here with this. Might as well let Alyssa lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Because you're so trash. That's mean. She's not even that bad. It's just, she's so fucking mean. Like, I understand that she's probably the youngest and everything. And she has to defend herself, but no one has said anything. No one has said anything to her at all. That's okay. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. Let me blow you out of the water. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. I'm gonna redo that because it's lagging again. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over in time. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you. That's okay. Yeah. I'm going. That's okay begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called. It's called. Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down and as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easier for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. Why? I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, why wouldn't you consider my friend? You're an asshole to me. It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, that's okay. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. I'm putting in the same amount of effort as everyone else. There she is, smiling sweetly. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. You got it, Yuri. Got it, my love. Okay. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. The club. And impressing Monica, I'll have to do my best. What is up with your infatuation with Monica? We want Yuri. Okay? We choose Yuri, not Monica. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's... Again. Why? Kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Alyssa, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I keep being, but I think it's because I keep trying to lean into the desk. And hold on. There we go, that's better. And you can't even see the thing. Yeah. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Why? Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No, not like this. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to. I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Shit. I would want to walk home with Yuri, but I think I would walk home with Sayori. Because I wouldn't just ditch her. Could I just walk with both? I'm gonna say Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. So are you. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Alyssa. I try. You think about me too much sometimes. Okay. Yuri wouldn't deserve it if she wanted. Oh, sorry. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So, Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Conversation trails off. You should not have said that. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only for a few days away. It's only for a few days away, I think is what it said. Who knows what will happen in that time? I don't know what you're expecting. Okay, I have to at least pause for right now.